Hi, I'm Neil from Board Game Happy, and thank you very much for joining me today for a review of Donut Shop. This is being published by 25th Century Games, and it is by the designer Jeffrey D.Allers. Now, you may know Jeffrey D.Allers from another awesome food-based game, which is Piece of Cake. I have the gorgeous imported edition. I believe it's also been remade as the pizza game, Slice of Pizza, or whatever it's called, but I prefer the cake one. And if you haven't ever seen this edition, oh my gosh, go out and find it. Anyway, so this is a Donut Shop. This is a tile laying game. Plays 2 to 4 players. It's pretty quick playing actually, 20 to 40 minutes, probably 20 minutes at 2 players, maybe 30 to 40 minutes at 4 players. So I'm going to take you down to the table. Show you how it plays very briefly, just give you an overview. I'm not going to go through everything, and then I'll show you some of the components, talk about the rule book, and then I'll give you all my final thoughts. So I will see you in a minute. Okay, so I've set up Donut Shop here. This will always go in the center of the table, and this is what we're going to be building our tiles off throughout the game. These are the boxes, which are how you're going to score big points. So you'll see here there are different sizes of boxes, so we just leave them to one side at the minute. Everyone gets one of these boxes at the beginning, which is a 2x2. I'll explain how they work, as I say, in a moment. So I'll just move them to one side. Right, okay. So at the beginning of the game, all players are going to have one of these cards, and they're also going to have one donut tile. Okay. On your turn, you must place a donut tile. The donut tile must be placed so it lines up seam to seam, shall we say, so it's squared on. You can't half hang it over like that. When you place a donut tile, you do not have to match any other tiles when you're placing it, but it is very, very handy to do so. So you place this tile here as an example, and then I look at these crawlers. I placed the tile which had crawlers on it. So then I will get 5 cents for each crawler connected to these crawlers. So I get 5, 10, 15, 20. So I will take the 20 cents from the supply of money, and effectively money is points, so I've just gained 20 points. I then place that there. That would be my first go. Once I've finished my first go, I must take a new tile and a new card, which is like an order card. Now I either take the face up cards and a face down tile, or the reverse, a face up tile and a face down card. So in this example, I'm just going to take a face down and a face down and a face up. Then we replace any like that. There always has to be 2 in the market. So that's a very, very basic go. Now, on my next go, let's say I was to do something along the lines of this. You'll notice on this tile here, these are wild. These donut holes are wild. So I would count this as 5, 10, 15, 20 once again. But now I feel like completing a customer order. I happen to have yellow and blue customer orders. So I look to see if there's anywhere on here which is only yellow and blue, and look, there are 4 here. So I can place this box of donuts on top. I get the value, which is 20 cents, plus any bonuses. So this would be a bonus 10 cents if it was sprinkles on it, but it doesn't have sprinkles on it, so that's fine. So I take 20. So what you'll see there is we're all playing from the same display. So the board is going to grow and grow and grow, and then get smaller as people are putting more and more tiles on here. But then obviously more boxes will be replacing them once people have got the customer orders. So you're going to be increasing the size of the board and decreasing it at the same time. Once the pile of cards runs out, that will be the end of the game. Everyone will get one more go. There are bonus points for sprinkles. These are coffee cards. If you play 2 customer orders which have both coffee cards, you'll get an extra 15 cents. If you did 3, so if you did an order which required a yellow, a crawler and a white, then you would get a bonus 25 cents. So that is essentially how the game plays. Okay, let me talk about some of the components now. There's absolute loads of money and it's fantastic. It's really good fun when it's not your turn, swapping up, exchanging the money, seeing you can kind of keep an eye on who's got the most. It's absolutely great. I love the money. The tiles are, once again, of really good quality. The pictures of the donuts are so tasty. Oh, it's ridiculous. I find once you start covering over, what starts happening is people might make the odd mistake with where they place the next ones. So you might just need to move things around just to make sure they haven't done, for example, that. So that's a game play issue, but it kind of falls within the components. But once you get used to it, it's not an issue. Talking at the donut boxes, I like them. They could have done with being a bit brighter, but I get it because they're kind of like nostalgic 50s type items there. That's absolutely fine. Yeah, everything in terms of components is absolutely brilliant. I have got the Kickstarter edition. The Kickstarter edition comes with, I'm not joking, some hats to wear as if you're running the restaurant, and it also comes with some bonus tiles which have got blue plates which are worth more, and some more customer orders. I haven't actually played with any of them yet because the game as it is absolutely fine. I don't feel as though it needs anything else. Now I'm not sure, because this is the Kickstarter edition, so you get these lovely order stands and you get these donut stands here. I'm not sure if they come in the retail edition. They're not essential. You could just have the cards face down and the tiles piled up. Not essential. Nice little addition, but not essential. The only one thing I would say about the rules, the rule book is nice, big, clear, absolutely fine. It could have done with some pictures, examples of. There was one thing that threw us at the beginning, is the placement here. This picture of placing here, it didn't go into enough detail as to why I'm scoring what I'm scoring. So maybe one or two more pictures would have helped, but we got there absolutely fine. So yeah, so that is all of the components and the rulebook. Okay, I hope that overview and components and rules look at gave you a good feel for Donut Shop. So I'm going to give you some ideas of my thoughts and feelings about this game. So first of all, before we go any further, I will say I really, really, really like this game, and I've not yet had a bad teach with anybody. That's gone down really, really, really well. Who do I think this game is for? So I think this game is for maybe family plus gamers, shall we say? So a family of gamers, and maybe some gamers who want a nice filler in between some more heavier Euros or something along those lines. So I think it fits that category really, really well, because I certainly like a heavy Euro. I also like a lighter game, and this feels perfectly in the middle. And with that play length of 20 to 35, maybe 40 minutes at the absolute most, it definitely feels like a nice filler type category. The game length is pretty much perfect. The game ends exactly when you want it to, which is really, really appreciated. You can all see around the table how much longer you have in the game, and that really helps with the push your luck element of the game, which is one of the best parts of this game, is the pushing your luck. Is, do I claim some of these? Do I box up some of these donuts now, or do I wait one or two more goes because I can get big stuff? It's fantastic on the push your luck, because pretty much almost everything is open information. Obviously people have their hand of cards and their next tile, but pretty much you can see what everyone's thinking. So yeah, I really, really enjoy that. In terms of value for money, now I've got the Kickstarter edition, but I happened to come across this in a weird and wonderful way. So I got this really, really cheaply. Now, is the Kickstarter bonus stuff worth the money? I would say if you find the retail edition, I would stick with that, because we've only played with the retail cards and tiles so far. We'd never wear the hats, as funny as they are, and we have not yet used the bonus Kickstarter edition. So I would say if you're looking between the two, I would go at retail. But if all you can find is the deluxe edition, it does look great. I mean, it is quite a big box for what is essentially a tile game, but you know, I will forgive it for that. So Yeah, so I really love the push your luck. I love the way that the board is growing and then being restricted at the same time. I love the way that people are boxing up and that push your luck element. So all of that is absolutely fantastic. I've already gone through the rules and given you some thoughts and feelings about that. So in terms of rating, I would say this is buy it if you see it, especially if you like lightish games, light to medium type games, or if you fancy some games with amazingly good looking donuts on it. Oh yeah, by the way, don't play this game when you're hungry, because you will go out and buy a donut. It's crazy. They look so tasty. I don't really like donuts, but I would eat them after playing this game. So yeah, so I would say this is definitely falls into the, if you see it, buy it. And it's not like super essential, but it's certainly not worth only playing once. I mean, we've played it a dozen times already and not had it that long. So I would say this is a buy it if you see it type game. So yeah, so I hope that review of Donut Shop was good for you. I hope that you're not too hungry after looking at those gorgeous looking donuts. And if you do see it, I would definitely say give it a go for sure. And I wouldn't be surprised if you want to buy it straight away afterwards. So thank you very much for watching the review. I am Neil from Board Game Happy, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers. Thank you.